The days are getting shorter, I will have more time inside the cabin, and I would love to invite you along to learn astrology with me. What do you think about astrology? You know, I learn so much better if I arrange my knowledge around how I would present it and teach it to someone else. So it really helps me to learn more and better if I can do it in a way that involves more people. We have some very interesting astrology for this year, for 2025 and for 2026 and 2027. And while I am learning astrology myself, I was watching movies and reading articles by astrologers, and everybody was talking about these years and how many big shifts we're going to have. And I didn't know what does it mean, what are they talking about. And now I have some more knowledge about that, and I would love to share some things with you. Perhaps it might be interesting and exciting. The big shift that the astrologers were talking about is the fact that all the outer planets are changing signs during these years. Uranus is shifting from Taurus into Gemini. Neptune and Saturn is shifting from Pisces into Aries, and finally Pluto has already shifted into Aquarius. So all the outer planets from water and earth signs into fire and air. I am publishing this video on the 20th of November. And this is a special day because we have a new moon. I thought we could look at it a bit together to see what it's about and how it can be experienced in our lives. And if you have one of your personal planets in conjunction with this new moon, you will feel it even stronger. Here we can see today's chart. We can see the sun and the moon close together in the sign of Scorpio. And in between the sun and the moon, we have another planet called Mercury. We have new moons every month. It's 29.5 days between every new moon. New moons are considered to be a seeding stage, a fresh start. It's a good time to do research, brainstorming, and also it's the perfect day to make a wish list. New moons could give you a feeling that there is something new to discover. You might be searching for direction, knowing there is something you need to find, but you're not quite there yet. So to use this time, this new moon, to do some research, brainstorming, it's perfect for that. This new moon is in the sign of Scorpio, so it will be flavored by that. Scorpio is a sign that goes deep. It's not afraid of life's mysteries, the darker sides, our humanity. Scorpio has passion, emotions. It's intimate, but it can also be quite mysterious and have secrets. A new moon in Scorpio might be good for acceptance of the darker sides, for recovery and rebirth. This new moon is also with Mercury, right there in between the sun and the moon. Mercury is the messenger. It's a planet that helps us to find information, to make connections, see patterns. Right now, Mercury is going retrograde, so it looks from our position in the universe that the planet is moving backwards. Of course, it's not moving backwards, but from the point we view it from Earth, it looks like it's doing that. So Mercury now on this new moon could be reminding us of something that it discovered around the 28th of October. You might have a look in your own calendar. What did you do around the 28th of October? This could be a very good time to pick up on that. On the 10th of December, Mercury has ended its retrograde motion and moves forward again. So the interesting thing about that date is that Mercury will be in the same position in the sky on the 10th of December as it is today on the 20th of November. So I would recommend, if you're interested, to have a look at these dates and see if something interesting comes to you. If we look across from the new moon configuration, we see the outer planet Uranus. Uranus was the first planet to be discovered with a telescope, and it was in the year of 1781. This was also a time where humanity had lots of scientific discoveries. Electricity perhaps being one of the most impactful inventions of that time. And we could say that Uranus is somehow linked to electricity. It could be experiencing, to experience Uranus, could be like getting hit with a jolt of lightning. It is often connected to breakthroughs, sudden realizations, new information, something unexpected. And now that we have this new moon, this seeding point, this new start in the sign of Scorpio, a deep, emotional, secretive sign, and it's opposed by Uranus in Taurus, a very different sign, but they are on the same axis. So it's interesting to look into what could that tell us about. If we look at this new moon, this new beginning in Scorpio, a deep place within us, it's emotional, it could be secret. And we look across the Taurus and Uranus and see what can it tell us. Taurus is a sign that's connected to pleasures. It's very physical, material. It could be quite headstrong and stubborn. It's often telling us about looking to the pleasures in life, to feel, to touch. When planets are in opposition right across each other in the chart, that configuration is connected to change. It often brings new change. It's an energy that demands a resolution, something that will affect us in our lives. This new moon, the energy of every new moon, is for all of us, so we can all connect to it in some way or another. But if you have one of your personal planets connected to this new moon, it will be impactful in your own personal life. So let's have a look at how you can figure out if you are affected by this new moon. If you were born around the 20th of November, the 19th of May, 21st of July, or 17th of February, the Sun from your natal chart will be connected to this new moon. The Sun is connected to the purpose of becoming who we are. It's energy, life, joy, creativity. The Sun is connected to the purpose of becoming who we were born to be. It's kind of the life path, the creation, the joy, and this is then connected to the new moon, this place of new beginnings that we have now in November. We have a lot of planets in our birth chart. It's not just the Sun, but it's not so easy to know where those planets are. To know if you have some other planets connected to this point, you will need to make a note of your birthday and time, the time of your birth, and where you were born. And then there is all sorts of online tools that you can use that will calculate where the planets were in the sky at the time you were born. So if you're interested, you can do that. And perhaps you will discover that you have some of the other planets connected to this new moon.